Good afternoon, Professor Stella and everyone. My name is Jay, and today I will present my strategic analysis of the AI chip industry. First of all, market structure, or the AI chip industry is shifting from a dominant firm oligopoly toward a state of intense rivalry. Historically, NVIDIA maintained a near monopoly with a 70 to 80% market share, but these barriers are now being contested. In the AI training phase, NVIDIA chips remain the primary choice due to the requirement for absolute computational power. However, as the industry enters the inference phase, the market demand diversity and cost efficiency. The inference 100% peak performance is often unnecessary. A threshold of 85% is frequently sufficient. This creates a favorable niche for competitors like AMD or custom chip, which offers significantly better cost-performance ratio. NVIDIA technological superiorities and exceptionally high profit margin have created an entry point for rivalry. To maintain a 75% gross margin, NVIDIA must price its chips at a premium. This leaves a strategic gap where competitors like AMD can thrive with longer margin while attracting price-sensitive customer. NVIDIA is currently caught in a strategic squeeze, maintaining high margin to satisfy Wall Street versus slashing prices to eliminate competition. NVIDIA employed active defense by tightening the supply chain, consolidating to three main assembly partners, launching six chips like S1 to cover all price points and expanding into comprehensive data center solution, while AMD adopt an open ecosystem strategy to challenge NVIDIA's closed system. Through strategic M&A such as the acquisition of Vestige System, AMD is enhancing its ability to provide full rack system solution. NVIDIA has achieved record margin 75%, yet this has created a paradox where customers are actively seeking a plan B, cheaper alternative. And in my opinion, the current challenge to NVIDIA barrier align with the Chicago School of Economics. Rivals like AMD, Google are becoming more efficient in optimizing cost-performance ratio. As competitor efficiency rises, the leader's monopoly rent are naturally eroded. This presents a competition process beyond efficiency rather than just market power. Previously, tech giants like Google or Amazon were entirely dependent on NVIDIA GPUs. Their move into cell-design chip representing highly effective backward integration with the objective to reduce dependency on NVIDIA and dismantle pricing monopolies, thereby significantly increasing buyer power. They can now threaten to reduce NVIDIA order if pricing is unfavorable. The AI chip sector is becoming increasingly contestable. As substitutes with superior price-to-performance ratio emerge, actual anti-barrier for current buyers are prioritizing cost saving over absolute peak performance. They are willing to incur a one-time switching cost to secure long-term savings through AMD. NVIDIA is aggressively reinforcing two primary barriers to protect its market position. Firstly, switching costs. The strategy is the CUDA ecosystem. Over 2 decades, NVIDIA has locked millions of developers into its programming language by moving towards their system selling entire rather than individual chips. NVIDIA increased hardware software integration, shifting to the competitor now require more than just a chip swap. It necessitates retraining staff and rewind millions of lines of code, creating a formidable lock-in. And the second one is economies of scale, supply chain concentration with three major partners. By aggregating massive order volume, NVIDIA achieved a lower unit cost than any startup. Furthermore, by monopolizing TSMC production capacity, NVIDIA denied new entrants the manufacturing scale required to compete on price. NVIDIA has reduced its number of assembly plants and moved toward direct component procurement. This is a multi-objective strategy aimed at controlling the value chain and raising entry barriers. Reducing assembly partner from 10 to 3 create a reverse dependency. By funneling massive volume to a few partners, NVIDIA become their life or death client. As assembly plant revenue become overly reliant on NVIDIA, they may lose their bargaining power. and direct procurement of components allow NVIDIA to negotiate lower prices than individual assembly plants could achieve, actively countering the margin for itself. When facing a dominant firm with 75% margin, AMD has strategically positioned itself in niche that NVIDIA either neglect or where NVIDIA policy causes customer friction. While NVIDIA focuses on premium, absolute performance, AMD positions itself as the best plan B. By accepting lower margin, AMD attracts large-scale AI deployers with limited budget, dominating the inference segment where operating costs are more critical than raw computing power. NVIDIA cannot easily lower prices or open its system without cannibalizing its own high-margin business model. AMD exploits structural rigidity to capture market share. They leveraging the innovator dilemma. AMD lower gross margin between 45 to 50% is a deliberate structural choice to disrupt the monopoly. Their second place player, AMD is successfully reshaping their industry structure from a closed oligopoly to an open ecosystem by acquiring ZT system and promoting reference design. AMD is commoditizing AI component, making it easier for other server manufacturers to enter the supply chain and fostering a more compatible multipolar market. That's all my presentation, and thank you for watching.